Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So we'll see Nmap post scans. That is the post scan. We'll have seen the port scan, basic port scan, advanced port scan. Live, you can see live hostess query by yourself. So we'll just look forward. So I've completed these. So we'll see detect version, detect OS, traceroute script, and write output in this command in this room. So this is a very good room. You can use it to make reports and all. Mm, so let's go forward. So I have already launched my attack box, and let's go to the task 3, server detection. So I have already started my machine on nmap scan and open ports. You can probe the available port to detect the running services. We can use it is mostly used for this. So you can use further investigation of open repositories is a piece of, as a pen tester can use it to learn if there are any unknown vulnerabilities. So you can see learn about vulnerabilities 101 here. I think I have completed this room or not, so I'll definitely check out. I have not completed, so I'll just complete it after this. So to learn more about searching for vulnerability service, adding SP, that is the SP dashboard version to your Nmap command will collect and determine service and version information for the open ports. We can control the intensity with the version at intensity level. That is the level we can specify, where the level ranges between 0 the lightest and the 9 the most complete. The SP version dash version dash light has an intensity of 2, while the SP version all has an intensity of 9. So you can use version all. It is important to note that the using SP will force nmap to proceed with the TCP three-way handshake, that is the syncac and ACK. Let's see. So connection establishment is necessary because nmap cannot discover the version without establishing a connection fully and communicating with the listening service. In other words, the stealth scan, that is the SSS is not possible when SP option is chosen. So either you can use SS or SP. So output, console output, so you can use it as both, but SS is a cell scan and SP is not a cell scan, it is a TCP three-way and six-way scan. The console output below shows a simple nmap scan cell scan, that is the SP cell scan with SP option. Adding SP commands leads to a new column for the output showing the version for each, that is the this 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 column for each service. For instance, in the case of TCP port 2022, TCP port 2022 being open, instead of TCP 22 to open SSS, we obtain the TCP 22 open SSS, the name and the server and the uses. Notice that the SSS protocol is guessed as the service because TCP port is open. Nmap didn't need to connect to TCP port 22 to confirm. However, SP required connecting to this open port to grab the service banner and any service version information it can get, such as nginx, hence service column, and the version column is not a guess. It is not a guess, but a service is. So why it is service column? Because the most common 22 TCP port is used for SSS, and most likewise. Note that many nmap options require root privilege. Unless you are running in an nmap as root, you need to use sudo. So here it is sudo use as an example above. Start the VM. Once it is ready, open the terminal on attack to answer the following question. Start the target machine. So use light machine, that is the SP version, speed as 1, intensity as 1. So let's go to my attack box. Let's do the simple nmap scan to this. Let's clear our skin and let's sudo nmap, and we use SP for version and version intensity as light, and the IP is 10.10.61.167 as here. So what is the version detected version for the port 143? Let's see. 143 is usually for IMAP. and we didn't find any. Sorry, TCP IMAP, we didn't find any version. We did find this top code. It is not a version but a name, but you can see it's topcat IMAP T. Sorry, I didn't get where it is. Top code IMAP. Let's see. Top code IMAP T. So we have the recent top code 2.3.5. You can see it is not detected here, but some nmap does. We can use the verbosity as high. I think I made it here mistake. Let's see if we get. So we get the name as answer, but we didn't get the person. Let's do the intensity as high. Person intensity. Sorry. Let me close this. Intensity as 9. Is it the same? No. No, intensity level which we have just specified the name. Let's specify 9. If we can take the person, it will be great. It is quite useful, so we can just no. Somebody is not responding with any, so we can just answer this dop cat top code IMAP D. So which service do not have a version detected with the version light? So we didn't get RFC bind version, I guess. Yes, RPC bind. So let's go to the OS detection. Let's terminate out this machine. I don't think so. Sorry, it is used here too. Let's start this. Let's OS detection, that is operating system detection on its behavior and telnet signs in its responses. OS detection can be enabled using -O, and this is the uppercase O as in OS. In this example, we ran assess that the cell scan with O machine IP on the attack surface, and we have detected the OS to be Linux 3.1, and then it guessed further it was running kernel 3.13. So you can see we have running 3.3 and it guessed the kernel as 3.13. The system that we scanned and attempted to detect the its OS version is running kernel version 3.16, but it had 3.1, and Nmap was able to make a close guess in this case. In other case, we scanned a Fedora Linux system with kernel 5.13.14. However, Nmap detected it as Linux 2.6.1. The good news is that the Nmap detected the OS correctly, and the not so good news is that the kernel version was wrong. The OS detection is very convenient, but many factors might affect its accuracy. First and foremost, Nmap needs to find at least one open and one closed port on the target to make a reliable guess. Furthermore, the guest OS fingerprints might get distorted due to the rising of use of virtualization and similar technology like dockerizing, etc. Therefore, always take the version OS version with a grain of salt. Traceroute. If you want Nmap to find the routers between you and the target, just add traceroute. In the following example, Nmap append or traceroute to scan its results. Note that the Nmap traceroute works slightly different than the traceroute command found on Linux and Mac OS, or traceRT found on MS Windows. Standard traceroute starts with a packet of low TTL, that is time to live, and keeps increasing until it reaches the target. Nmap's target traceroute starts with a packet of high TTL and keeps decreasing it. In the following example, we executed Nmap SS traceroute IP on the attack bus. We can see that there are no routers or hops between the two as they are connected directly. So we can see ourselves too. Let's see Nmap SS traceroute 10.10.49.118. Let's see if we get any hop. So we didn't get we just get one hop. here. So it is worth mentioning that many routers are configured not to send ICMP time to leap exceeded, which would prevent us from discovering their IP addresses. For more information, we can use active reconnaissance room. Let's see. So you can go through these two active reconnaissance. This is the awesome room too. I have resetted this machine too. So let's do a OS detection scan. I will just add dash over here. What OS did Nmap detect? Let's see if we get any. So scan count completed. It detects the OS detection performed. Let's see what OS we did find. So no exact OS is found for the host running on it. Let's remove our traceroute and just run. Let's remove these two. Sorry. Let's run as sudo. So we did find here. So sudo was the problem, I guess. Linux 3.3.x as the Linux kernel. So what OS we did find Linux here. We didn't find which flavor or distro of Linux. So that is a good. We find the 3.1 OS details. So we can sort which 3.1 is running. So let's go to the task 4, that is Nmap Scripting Engine. It is a great to learn NAC to find the vulnerabilities and all. Let's start on machine. A script is a piece of code that does not need to be compiled. In other words, it remains in its original human readable form and does not need to be converted to machine language. Many like interpreter uh, many programs provide additional functionality via scripts. Moreover, scripts make it possible to add custom functionality that did not exist via the built-in commands. Similarly, Nmap provides support for the script using the Lua language. A part of Nmap NAC is a Lua interpreter that allows Nmap to execute Nmap scripts written in Lua language. However, we don't need to learn Lua to make use of Nmap script. We can find many scripts in built if we installed Nmap. So you can see here Nmap, Nmap, and scripts. Let's ls this. So these scripts are there. Wait. So let's locate our. You can see locate .nsc to find what type of script we have. So that is this. So we have more than 600 scripts. That is huge. Let's see. Take a look at your nmap installation folder on the double check the list. We can see, as we saw, these many lists were there, and we'll notice that there are hundreds of scripts conveniently named starting with the protocol they target. We listed all the script targeting with http on the attack box in the console output below. We found around 130 scripts starting with http. With further updates, we can only expect the number of installed script to increase. So we can use the dash dash script to run our scripts, or simply adding SE for default. You can specify to use any group of this install. Moreover, you can install other users script and use them for your scans. Let's begin with the default script, that is the SKV. To run a script in a default, you can use addition to default categories include auth, broadcast, boot, default, discovery, DOS, exploit, external, fuzzer, intrusive, malware, safe, version, and vuln. Vuln is mostly used. The brief description is shown in the following table. Auth, authenticate related skill. Broadcast is just broadcast, discover host by sending broadcast message. Brute, this is just perform brute force password auditing against logins. Default script as C, retrieve information such as the DNS, database tables, etc. DOS, denial of service to stop the server. exploit items to exploit various vulnerability service. It first find the exploit, then exploit the various vulnerabilities. External is checks using a third-party service such as geo plugin and virus total. Further launch fuzzing attacks, intrusive scripts such as brute force attacks and exploitation, scans for backdoors and malware, safe scripts that won't crash the service, retrieve service versions, etc. Version retrieve service version we saw checks for vulnerabilities or explores vulnerabilities. Some script belong to more than one category. Moreover, let's stop this. Moreover, some script launch brute force attacks against servers services, while the author launches DOS attacks and exploit system. Hence, it is crucial to be careful when selecting scripts to run if you don't want to crash service or exploit them. We use Nmap to run a sync scan, that is sync scan against this IP, and we execute the default scripts in the console below. The command is sudo and nmap sc, so you can use it too. Let's use it first. You can see if it matches our output, this output too. Sorry, I just copy. So let's run it. Insert that nmap will execute the default script following the sync command. There are new details that appear below. Take a look to the SSH port, that is this port. Nmap recovered all four public keys related to the running server. Another consider another example. The HTTP service at the port 80. Nmap retrieve the default page title, and we can see the page has been left as default. So we have public key here, DSA, RSA, DSA. We have port 53 DNS. We have this HTTP at this default as HTTP title. Welcome to Linux. So in this way you can see the same output as there. You can also specify the script by using a name using script dash script and script name, or a pattern such as script dash ftp dash is will run which include ftp brute. If you are unsure what our script does, you can open the script file with a text header such as less or text editor. In the case of ftp brute, it states performs brute force password auditing against ftp servers. You have to be careful as some scripts are pretty intrusive. Moreover, some script might be for a specific server, and if chosen at random, it will waste your time with no benefit. As usual, make sure that you are authorized to launch such tests on the target server. Let's consider our binning scripts. The HTTP date, which we guess could retrieve the HTTP server date and time. This is indeed confirmed in its description. Gets the data from the HTTP like servers. Also, it prints how much the date differs from local time. On the attack box, we execute that as a script distributed on this as shown in the console below. So let's run it. Let's run sudo nmap dash ss and the n for the number of lines script http, not number of line, but we can see in help page date 10.10.98.250. so you can see http date as this. So it is it's August 4, the time 4 from its local time. So finally, you might expand the functionality of Nmap beyond the official Nmap script. You can write your own script and download Nmap script from the internet. Downloading and using Nmap script on the internet holds a certain level of risk, so it is a good idea to run a script from an author you don't trust. Do not run to a script. Knowing that Nmap script are saved in scripts for this folder on the database, what is the script robot.txt check for script http.probos.txt. Let's see. Cat. So we are in the same folder, http robots. Do we have any robots.txt? So we have that. Let's see. So it would be in the description as in the first line in the comment. So it just where it is. It checks for the disallowed entries in code over there is code on a server. What is checks for? Disallowed entries. So let's type that. Disallowed entries. Sorry, I make the spelling wrong. Can you figure out the name of the script that checks the for the remote code execution vulnerability? That is the this cv this. So let's see if you can find any with ms15. So you can just google it, I guess. Let's google this. What is the hint? http. Let's http one. So we have http 1 cv 2015. We have 15 2015. So we'll find it in the bob, I guess. So let's locate http 1 cve sorry cve 2015. So we have, what is this, 1635. So let's cat it. Cat http 1 cv 15 1635. So let's see the documentation above in the comments. So we have description for RCE remote code execution. Can you figure out that checks for the remote vulnerabilities? Name of the. So we have to just type the name. Okay, that was easy. So let's copy it. It is for remote coordination. I think it is from Blue Machine. I guess not. Let's see. Paste it here. No. Can you figure out the name of for the script that checks for the remote code execution vulnerability MS15034? It is the same, I guess. So we have to do nac.script. Okay. Cool. Launch the attack box if you haven't already. After you ensure you have terminated the VM from task page, run sc on this command. Let's see. 10.98.250 sc for default script. So it is as it is. We got some results here. We got these. So what was the question? You notice that there is a service listening on port 53. That is the domain. What is the full version? Did we get the full version? Yes, we did. So we have this full version as here. Let's copy it. Let's paste it here. Okay. So based on the description, the SSH2 enum logs reports the number of algorithms for encryption, compression, and etc. that the target SSH2 servers offers. What is the name of the key exchange algorithm? Key X that relies on upon SA and is not supported by this. What is the name of the key exchange algorithm? KX algorithm that relies on SA and not supported by this. If you can find here SSH, let's see if we find here SSH key host. Did we find any? So we can just run this script. Okay, let's run this script. So we have that script, I guess. Says to oh, we have that. So told you, here it is. Let's get it. Repost on our value converting description. Let's run our command here. I have copied it here. Clipboard. Let's run. Let's see. So we have failed to resolve. Let's run as sudo. Sorry. Want to resolve the US. What? Oh, sorry. We have to do dash dash script here. No? Sorry, sudo. What am I doing, bro? So we have SSS cakes algorithm, that is we have 6 algorithms. Cakes algorithm 6 is not supported by this Diffie-Hellman SAR 20 SAR 1. So we have Diffie-Hellman group 14. Let's see if it is the answer. Yes, it is the answer. Not supported. It's a no, or sorry, supported. So let's go to the saving output. It is useful for reporting. It's not amazing. Whenever you run an nmap scan, it is only reasonable to save the results in a file for reporting and looking forward. Citing and adopting a good naming convention for your file name is crucial. The number of files can quickly grow and hinder your ability to find a previous scan result. Three main formats are normal, grapable, that is grape, we have to find, and XML. There is a fourth one that we cannot recommend. That is the script video. Okay, normal. As the name implies, the normal scan is similar to the output you get on the screen when scanning a target. You can save your scan in normal format by using ON file name. N stand for normal. Here is an example of that. So cat nmap scan this machine, and you can see as it is a text file, like a text file. Grapable means the format is named from the command grep. Grep grep stands for global regular expression printer. In simple terms, it makes filtering the scan output for a specific keyboards or terms efficient. You can save the scan result in grapable format using OG, like ONOG, and the file name. The scan output displayed above in normal format is shown in the console below using grapable format. The G Nmap, that is the grapable Nmap. Displays output in the normal format is on grapable. The normal output is 21 lines. However, the grapable output is only 4 lines. 4 lines. The main reason is that the Nmap wants to make each line meaningful and complete when the user implies grep. As a result, in grapable output, the lines are so long and not convenient. As a, as a result, the lines are so long and not convenient to read compared to normal text. So it just exceeds the this. As an example of grep, an example of grep is grep keyword and text file. This command will display all the lines containing the provided keyword. Let's compare the output of using grep on normal output and grepable output. You will notice that the former does not provide the IP address of the host. Instead it returns 80 TCP. We have 80 TCP in the grep, making it inconvenient if you are sifting through the scans result of multiple systems. However, the latter provides enough information such as IP address, host, IP address in each line to make it complete. So you can, if we have our IP on, okay, so you can use that too. So if you use in normal scan versus this scan, we can see the difference. Like okay, so it is a normal, as it is the normal. So we get this only, that is the HTTP here and HTTP here. So but in it just export it one line, that is it is a one line, like it is a one line, then it's another line, that's in another line. So that is why grep is useful. XML, A standard markup language. The format is XML, that is XML markup language. Let's see. Extensible markup language. The environment that defines a set of encoding documents in the format that is both readable and machine readable. You can save the scan result in XML format using OS. It is useful to upload in the Bob2, import in the Bob2. It is very useful format, I guess. The XML format would be most convenient to process the output in other programs. Conveniently enough, you can save the scan output in all three formats using OA file name, ON, OG, OX for normal, grepable, and XML. Script kiddie. The fourth is the script kiddie. You can see that this format is useful if you want to search and the output of for any interesting keywords or keep the files for future reference. However, you can use it to save the output of the scan, that is nmap os, and file name, that is os for script kiddie. Display the output file name and look 11 look 31337 in front of friends who are not tech scabby. So it is used fun. Okay, I get it now. the the output is like dot kd, and you can see the output here. So terminate the medicine. Okay, on the term is you issue the command sfc this to download the nmap and nmap reports in normal and grapable formats. Let's see if you can find here. Let's paste it here. Let's see. Yes, so we have password thm 17577. So we get it here. So sorry, I just pasted here. Let's go to temp. Sorry, let's create scripts. Let's do that. Okay, let's do this. The password are thm 1517577. Okay, so we'll get these output. So we have two files, g nmap, that is the grep nmap, and then the default nmap. Check the attached nmap logs, how many systems are listening on the http ports. Let's grep. How can you use? You can see here grep https and the nmap scan. Let's see https. Let's use our scan file and gnmap. So you can see two ports, 22 ports listening on, and 22 ports, 22, only one, I guess. Is it not right? Okay, let's see. Let's do the cat nmap http listening on rfc find http. We have one port. Check that as logs, how many systems are listening on it. Oh, we have plenty, I guess. So let's use grep https or just 443. Let's use this. So we have three filtered. It's not readable. Is it three? Is it three? Yes, it is three. One is filtered, that is port 22, and another is this one. It is closed, and the other one is filter. Okay. What is the IP address of the system listening on? 8089. Let's scrape it. 8089 and scan result. We'll use G. Sorry. So we have this IP. Let's copy it. So that was it. We completed the So summary, let's see the summary. SP is for Warner Light all. OS detection is for O, Traceroute, scripts. We saw A dash A for all equivalent to SP, OS, and Traceroute. OG. So we often use OX, that is external format, and the ON normal. So we completed this room 2. Thank you for watching. I hope this was fun. I'm learning too, guys. So thank you.